गुड मॉर्निंग फ्रेंड्स एंड वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल।
तो देखते हैं ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग जो दिया गया है हमारा एक्सपांशन ऑफ आइडिया का पहला वाला क्वेश्चन A1। एक्सपांड द आइडिया इनहेरेंट इन द फॉलोइंग प्रोवर्ब्स, यानी इस प्रोवर्ब्स के अंदर छुपी हुई बात को बताना है। नंबर 1, अ बैड वर्कमैन ब्लेम्स हिज टूल्स। सेकेंड, वन शुड ईट टू लिव नॉट लिव टू ईट फ्रैंकलिन। थर्ड, इफ विंटर कम्स कैन स्प्रिंग बी फार बिहाइंड शेली। फोर्थ, ब्यूटी इज truth is beauty, John Keats. And number 5, fools rush in where angels fear to tread, Alexander Pope. Now we are going to see the expansion of the following ideas or proverbs. Now the answer number 1, a bad workman blame his tools. आपको इसके अंदर दोनों भी क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स मिल जाएंगे, पहला A1 वाला और A2 वाला। पहले हम देखते हैं A1 के जो एक्सपांशंस क्या हैं। आपके क्वेश्चन पेपर में डायरेक्टली ये प्रोवर्ब दिया जाएगा और उस प्रोवर्ब को आपने एक्सपांड करना है। यानी यहाँ पर जो आंसर्स मैं दे रहा हूँ, ये पांचों प्रोवर्ब्स के आंसर मैं आपको यहाँ पे प्रोवाइड कर रहा हूँ। उसका आप स्क्रीनशॉट लेकर लिख सकते हैं या अभी वीडियो के बीच में भी आप उसको लिख सकते हैं। यानी इसी तरह से 4 मार्क के लिए क्वेश्चन पेपर में आपको क्वेश्चन आएगा। और हमारे जो कॉलेज का पढ़ने वाला पेपर है सेमेस्टर 1 का, यूनिट टेस्ट 1 का, ये इसी 5 प्रोवर्ब्स में से एक प्रोवर्ब आपको मिलेगा। और ऐसे ही अलग से प्रोवर्ब्स आपको आपके क्वेश्चन पेपर में मिलेंगे जो आपका फाइनल पेपर होंगे। तो ये राइटिंग स्किल इंपॉर्टेंट राइटिंग स्किल है। 11th एज वेल एज 12th दोनों में इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस आते हैं। नंबर 1, अ बैड वर्कमैन ब्लेम्स हिज टूल्स। तो इसका हम एक्सपांशन देखते हैं। अगर इस प्रोवर्ब को देखते हैं तो इसका मतलब डायरेक्टली होता है कि किसी को जब कोई काम नहीं आता तो डायरेक्टली वो अपने टूल्स को ब्लेम करता है। नाउ आंसर, अ बैड वर्कमैन ब्लेम हिज टूल्स। दिस प्रोवर्ब इज एन यूजफुल गाइड इन प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ. It has been generally found that an incompetent person, grumbler, if a student does not do well in examination, she sometimes takes an easy resort to blame game that the question paper is tough. The person never admits that the preparation has not been up to the mark. On the other side, a sincere and good workman never tries to find excuse for a mediocre or bad performance. He probably thinks grumbling is a confession of his personal weakness. Difficulties are parts and parcel of our lives, and we have to learn to overcome by putting our best foot forward rather than finding fault with others or maybe unfavorable situations. It is better to find out the reasons for the performances which is not up to mark. One has to find out the remedy for the shortcomings and need to have the faith on one's own self to raise the bar of his execution. If the tools are bad, they can be mended, not by grumbling but by removing the defects. A good workman does exactly that and does not waste time complaining. Patience and perseverance can fetch definite reward. Everything is possible to achieve for a sincere worker, whereas all things are impossible for a lazy person who is always on the lookout for scapegoat to bear the blame of his own failure. Now we are going to the second thought. One should eat to live, not live to eat. We all have heard the proverb, health is wealth. A sound mind can only exist in a sound body. If we are healthy, we can handle any situation in life. Eating plays a major role in maintaining a person's health. The eating habits depends on own discretion, and if we are conscious about the decision where to stop this far and no further, we can avoid many critical conditions of life with a healthy body. That is the biggest wealth any person can have. But one needs a strong willpower not to live just to eat. The temptations are spread all around us. Some people have the habit of eating to their heart's content and consoling themselves saying that it is just one day only. But they are greedy enough to forget their promise easily at the sight of mouth-watering dishes and continue their theories of living to eat. Apparently, to some people, the eating habits do not need to be given so much importance because they feel that the modern technologies used in the gyms will compensate for the loss of overeating. Work hard in the gym and you can eat anything is their motto of life. So, after coming out of the gym, They consume a big mug of cold coffees with cream from a reputed coffee shop and do not feel guilty about it. Not only home cooked delicious foods, but all sorts of junk foods are included in their list of foods. Food is essential for one's survival, but excess of anything is bad. It is not about restrictions only, it is about how one can balance and enjoy the food. Now, the third expansion of idea. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? Shelley. Now, we are going to see the expansion of this thought, this proverb. Now, answer. Think positive and live happy. Celebrate life ideally. This should be the motto of person's life. But how many of us honestly follow this motto? Life, indeed, is beautiful, but it does not move in a straight line. There has to be ups and downs, and both these ups as well as downs have something to teach us. As P.B. Shelley said, if winter comes, can spring be far behind? These are the natural courses of life. One has to follow the others as one season follows the other. Life has problems, and every problem is bound to have some solutions if we can try to see the brighter side. No one makes a lock without a key. That is why God won't give you problems without solutions. If God's own word also, if so, winter creates difficulties, He has kept the spring ready to bring a smile on the faces of those who face the difficult situation bravely. Winter being the symbol of destruction, here the spring will bring with it abundance everywhere. Our duty is to maintain our patience and wait with hope for welcoming the good days because at the end of every tunnel there is the light. Night follows day. That is also God's design. If we crumble with the pressure of frustration and make ourselves fatigue, how will we enjoy the brightness of the day or the charming weather of the spring? मीन्स यहाँ पे मुझे एक थॉट याद आ गया जब अकबर परेशान हो जाते हैं और बीरबल से पूछते हैं कि मुझे कोई ऐसा सेंटेंस बताओ जिसे मैं खुशी में सुनूं तो गमगीन हो जाऊं और गम में सुनूं तो खुश हो जाऊं। तो वो बीरबल उन्हें ये सेंटेंस कहते हैं कि ये वक्त गुजर जाएगा, यानी अगर आप बहुत खुश हो तो ये वक्त जाने वाला है और आप अगर बहुत ज़्यादा गमगीन हो तो याद रखना ये वक्त गुजर जाएगा। यानी इस थॉट में भी यही बताया गया कि डिफ़िकल्ट सिचुएशन के बाद में एक हमें ब्राइटर डे मिल सकता है। नाउ द फोर्थ थॉट, ब्यूटी इज ट्रूथ, ट्रूथ इज ब्यूटी बाय किड्स Ode on an Grecian urn. The immortal poem of the poet John Keats bring out a fact of life that has its own beauty, where joys and sorrows live together. He shows in the poem the picture of the urn has painting of a combination of happiness and sadness to depict the truth of human life. A work of art has the power to express this truth of life so explicitly. ब्यूटी लाइज इन द आइज ऑफ द beholder मीन्स कि जो देखना चाहता है उसे खूबसूरती नज़र ही आती है। द पर्सन हु इज सीइंग द ब्यूटी कैन इंटरप्रेट इट इज और हर ओन वे, बट द ट्रूथ विल रिमेन द सेम. Truth is the permanent and ultimate beauty in the world, and no one has the power to destroy it. So, to ignore truth will be a futile attempt on, and only the inward beauty has the power to be the everlasting truth, and the outward appearance are momentary. But our thoughts want to find out the truth, and our feelings are inspired by the beauty. Thus, thought and feelings, truth and beauty need to be go hand in hand. Now, the fifth one. Fools rush in where angels fear to treat. Alexander Pope. Experience is the best teacher. The inexperienced people do not judge the pros and cons on the situation and take a step without much thinking. The experienced people became mature enough to take a cautious step before taking a hasty decision. Their experience has taught them to wait and watch and then decide whether to avoid or get involved. A little learning as dangerous thing. The prudent and intelligent person think twice before opening their mouth and are also good observers. They are actually afraid, but they are also careful that their actions should be safe, and so they stay away from unnecessary risk. Even if they take risk believing no risk, no gain, they are capable of measuring the extent of the risk to reach their final decision. But a so called fool, or rather an unwise person, does not bother to think and can be easily influenced to do stupid things to invite problems in life. Ignorance is not always bliss, since ignorance can lead to irreversible damage. But if a wise person is ignorant about certain things, he knows how to keep a distance from the unknown territory. The proverb actually tries to create an awareness against quick decision or maybe judgments, because every step of life is important. One wrong step taken in a hurry can lead to a major setback which probably will bring the disaster. History stands for that. Now, the next question. Complete the toolbar columns to specify do's and don't associated with expansion of idea. Do's: being impressively. Don'ts: do not go off track. Second, use clear symbols. Don'ts: do not remove topic sentences. Don't. Third, focus one words and expression. Don't. Number third, do not add irrelevant points. Number four, do's should be unity and clarity of thoughts. Fourth, in don'ts, don't use too many ideas in one expansion of idea. Okay, now we have completed this brainstorming question. Thanks for watching my video. Share my video with your friends. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day.